y'all today. Sorry about my loud chair. It's a piece of crap. I got it when I was still in my apartment, and I was like, oh, it's a gaming chair. It's got to be comfortable. No, it keeps getting the bolts and screws in it keep getting weak or loose, and so you hear it squeak, and it's not comfortable at all. So, as my title says, I'm not sure how I am emotionally feeling today. I'm a little let down and stressed, and I'm still trying to remain positive. And I'm speaking about my sleeping pills. I was on my second set of different ones, trying to get off of my originals that altered my memory. They didn't want me taking anything that had anything to do with my memory. And so the ones I got a couple days ago has something to do with their memory. And I'm like, I can't win for losing. But I took it, and the first day, and I was relaxed but couldn't go to sleep. And same thing yesterday. I was up to 4 this morning, and I can't do that. Why is it that I have to fix that every time? So anyway, this morning when I got up at 12 because I didn't go to sleep till 4. But when I woke up, I feel so drowsy, and that's one of the side effects of the current one that I'm taking. So I just told my doctor, I sent her an email and just said, I will just keep on my originals. And of course, I didn't hear anything from her. I also reached out because my state insurance doesn't cover the Zepbound or Moreno. But I asked her, because I'm hypoglycemic, and I asked her, while I was on that shot, my blood sugar levels were level. I didn't have a problem at all. But I asked her if the insurance would pay for it for that. I haven't heard anything back yet. And it would be nice because I feel like I'm gaining weight again, and I don't want to go through that. I gained a few pounds going through stress about losing my job and my diagnosis of my cognitive impairment. And so I gained like 6, 7 pounds back. I'm petrified of gaining that weight back. And that's not trying to put a bad shadow over anybody that is trying to lose weight or who is heavy. I kind of have a double whammy on me. Not saying that others don't either, but growing up, I was always been told I was a fat ass. I needed to lose weight. I was 5'2" and 115 pounds, and the highest I was 120. And I was constantly told I was a fat ass. I walk like a man. I needed to lose weight. I was fat. Um, any and everything negative about my weight. So when I became in my teen years, that was still happening. But looking back, I put a bikini on once and I looked good in it, but I felt fat. I really felt fat. My adult self is like, wow, I would kill to be that weight again and use a bikini. But I put a t shirt over that bikini, and I was really ashamed. I was at a swimming hole, and I was ashamed of my body, and I regret that a lot. And so it has bled over to this point in my life. Let me go down a little more. That window right there, I've been trying to get him to get mini blinds up, and he just hasn't done it yet. That's poster board that his sister put up. I I don't know why, to be honest, but for now it does cover the windows because there's no blinds or curtains, so it covers my privacy. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm still reading The Day After Roswell, and I have to say it's pretty interesting. There's some boring parts in it, a lot of military talk and stuff. But it's pretty interesting, and I feel like I want to bring up specific points to bring out. And I might just start sticking post it notes on the pages that I want to read out to you. I don't think I am able to read the whole book. I thought about it, but when I researched it yesterday, YouTube could knock me off for doing that because that's copyrighted. And then it said that I could have asked the author if it's okay. Well, the author is an older gentleman, and I don't think that he stays on his computer reading his email. But I thought, I kind of tabbed a page yesterday thinking I need to read this to them. And I didn't because I already did video earlier that day, but I think starting today I'm going to put post-it notes on every page that I want to read to you. I will say the things that I do slightly remember was when the ship in Roswell, back in the 50s, I think it was, when it wrecked. I'm kind of confused if they were talking about two different ships, but there were three little small beings in it, and one of them was shot by a gun. Why, I don't know. But it was said they had 6 fingers, bulbous heads, big almond eyes. They looked childlike. Their ship, when you got into the ship and you're inside looking out, everything is illuminated like the sun was out. And it wasn't, it was dark. And they said there were rays of light coming in through the ship from outside. And when that ray of light touched an object, it would go right through it. And how, whenever they were looking out, there's no windows, but they can look out all around, through the ship. And I know there's more, I just can't remember. But these ETs were autopsied, and I don't remember the results. I don't think they have even been disclosed yet. Um, is it General Corsico? I'm just going to say Corsico. At one point, before I got to that part, did see and feel some of these ETs in a substance in a tank. I know I said that wrong, but I hope you understand. I don't know if they were the same ETs that wrecked or not, but also in the book, they confirmed, Corsico confirmed that, I don't know if any of you remember, I wasn't even born yet, but I remember hearing about it. All of the UFOs that were around the White House back in the 50s, that actually happened. The ships over Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, that actually happened. More or less, they're saying in this book that everything that we've heard and or read about these UFOs, 95% of them were accurate, and they had to cover them up. They said, it's kind of funny, but it's true. They said they had to hide evidence in certain locations, and when people got close to these locations, they would move to another location. And they stated that when we, the humans, were right up against these evidence of these UFOs and or aliens, when we were right up on these objects of evidence that they existed, we didn't recognize it. And so certain things they would leave out, knowing that we wouldn't know what these things were. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's just strange how we don't know. I mean, I would feel that I certainly know if I'm looking at is otherworldly, worldly or not. I mean, I don't know. I don't even think I've reached the middle of the book yet. I'm going to go back outside today with my headphones again, and I'm going to read away from the TV. I already turned the TV on, it's on mute, and I catch myself and I'm trying to say, get off the TV and do it. I'm trying to remember as I'm talking more about the book, and I think I did tell you about the object that looked like foil, and it was really, really thin. When they would wad it up, it would wrinkle, but then when it unfolded and straightened back out, all the wrinkles disappeared. And then, gosh, I think that's all I can remember. I am going to take post-it notes outside with me, and I'm going to post-it note these, and I will go over some with you tomorrow. Let me know in the comments if you would like that, because I know a lot of us cannot afford to go out and get these books. This book was almost $30, I think, and a lot of the other books that I do buy, I get them through Kindle because it's cheaper. I had a Kindle subscription where I could download any book for free for a $20 member fee, I think it was, a month, and I've lost that since losing my job. So I'm hoping that I did not lose all of those books. I hope they're still there. I downloaded them to my Kindles, so I hope they're still there. I also have some Dolores Cannon books and some books about our souls crossing over on the other side, what it's like being on that side. I could speak a little bit of that from Dolores Cannon, and the hypnosis I've done on others. And it was just freeing, and you wait light and pain free, and you can go and do what you want. You can reincarnate immediately. Um, you can go to other planets. You can be a little ball of light or a human size or entity size. I don't know if I explained that right. Of a ball of light, or I guess you could be a ball in the shape of a human. I'm not sure. Um, and gosh, oh, you can read other people's minds. You can instantly become a guide for a family member. I know there's more, and I'm just like stumbling here. I know it's going to sound weird when I describe my memory thing. I can be on the track of describing something, right on track. I know everything about it and what I'm going to say, and I'm spilling it all out, and then it's like hitting a brick wall and it stops. I didn't even finish the story, but it stops, and I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't know where I left off. Sometimes all that information does come back to me, and sometimes it doesn't, not instantly. Sometimes I remember later, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I remembered that. Because sometimes it's pretty important that I remember, because I was talking to my doctor's nurse one day, and I was telling him my symptoms and what I was going through, and then everything just stopped. And I looked at him and I said, now I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't know what I was saying. And I told him that's part of my mild cognitive impairment. It seems more than mild to me, and it is a scary, scary thought to even know what moderate or extreme, or I should say severe, would be, because it's mild. It's pretty scary. I have finally mentally adjusted to being a little bit comfortable with it. In the beginning, I just had this extreme fright of forgetting who I was, where I was, what I was doing. Just forgetting, period. I don't want to live like that ever. So my lips are dry. I've been drinking my ex's Pepsi and coffee. Although, I have to say, and I don't have it with me, me and my ex were shopping one day, and in the baking aisle, I do not remember where. I want to say it's where the stevia, little sugar packets, things like that is, in that vicinity. There's white boxes, and it says on one box, crystallized lemon, real lemon that is crystallized into like little sugar pellets, but it's lemon. And the same with lime, and the same with orange. I'm gonna try that orange one next. But I have a Brita pitcher, and it's really hard for me to drink water. And I really burned out on my orange vanilla Mio, That's the only one I liked. And so I drank more soda and more coffee, and that's not good for you. And when I do that, my lips get very dry. But I put in my Brita, it's a smaller Brita, after I fill it up with water in the spout, not in the filter area, but in the spout away from that. It's like you're directly putting it on the inside the pitcher water, not in the area where the filter goes in. I put like 4 packets of that sugar in the water, and I am so amazed that I can drink water straight like that. It literally tastes like lemon. I'm not exaggerating or lying or anything. Now, I want to say I love lemon. I can eat lemons raw, and this tastes like lemon. And I'm floored. And I think I put like 3 to 4 packs of the crystallized lemon packets in it, and maybe 1 or 2 lime. And it's good. I don't need anything else in it except for that, and I am grateful for that. No joke. And when I empty this pitcher, I'm going to do the orange, because orange sounds good too. I'm not much of a orange kind of person, although I have been craving orange juice, which is usually an indication that you're vitamin C deficient or your body just needs it. So anyway, they're white boxes, all of them, but the lime has green lettering, I think, and the lemon has yellow, so on and so forth. And I think there's more flavorings. I'm not sure, but I know I grabbed the lemon, and my ex said, "Well, let's try the lime and the orange," and I'm okay. And there is a lot of packets in there, a lot. I I used to work with a woman who did the white fudge with lemon heads broke up all in the fudge. Well, it wasn't fudge, I'm sorry. It was chocolate. She melted all the chocolate, white chocolate, and she would put all the broken, because she would hammer them through a baggie. She would put all those lemon head pieces all through that chocolate, and when it hardened, you ate it, and it was really good. I have not been able to find the lemon heads. So when I saw these lemon packets, I put a lot in there because I was thinking these packets are itty bitty. There is not a lot of those crystallized, I can't even talk, crystallized lemon particles in it. I put maybe like 5 or 6 of those in there and stirred it up really well, and I could barely eat it. It was so tangy that, I mean, I could barely keep my eyes open. It was so tangy, but it was good. But I couldn't eat it because I put too much in there, and that was a waste, I know. But I do want to try it again. But I don't know what happened about the lemon heads. I still can't find them anywhere. I'm sure I could find them on Amazon, but at that time I didn't want to wait. I could probably buy them off Amazon between now and next time when I try to do that. It feels like I've been on here more than 18 minutes. I almost said 18 hours. I don't want to be on here 18 hours. I woke up a little sad today because I feel like I'm a failure at YouTube. I feel like I'm so boring, and who wants to watch me and all that other stuff. But I'm trying. I really am trying. There is a time here and there where I go a couple of days without camming, but those days are bad days for me, and it would be very difficult for me to get on here feeling lowly. But I do try, and I hope those of you who've been with me for a while, I hope you guys see it, that I'm on here more than I used to be. I just need to become more fun or interesting. I was seriously going to take my camera or my phone and walk to the park, which is not that far, but there is an incline and a decline going both ways. And I was afraid that I would get to a distance where I could not come back. Because there are times where, especially if I'm going up an incline, it becomes almost impossible for me to move after a certain point. And I thought they would like that for me to walk around the neighborhood and go to the park. But yeah, that was a bummer. I just, I might take you guys to a museum we have here. It's called Crystal Bridges. And there's very, very old oil paintings and such there and sculptures. And I thought maybe I would just walk around and have the phone or my camera up against these pictures and stuff because they are beautiful. I'm not even lying. And maybe you guys would like that. I have a feeling that it's you, Kong, that's in there watching me right now. Maybe I will do that soon. When, I don't know. I am not sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to get off of here. I have to do a couple of things before I'm going to go out there and read my book. But I love you guys. I hope you know this. And I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.